Good morning. Hi, this is going to be a very quick show. Just a couple of things I wanted to point out. The last couple of days, I've been catching Ubers, and I've noticed something very interesting. So I wanted to point it out. Maybe it's just something I'm noticing. No one else is noticing, but one stood out in particular. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So you see the title of this show is "Why Are So Many Uber Drivers Masked?" The last couple of days, again, I've been noticing something very interesting. Let me show you a couple pictures. See if I can get this up for you. Just a couple pictures of my experience catching Uber the last couple of days. I want to see if I could show this to you. So here's the first picture of an Uber driver, fairly young man. You notice what kind of car he's in, Tesla. I can't remember where he's from. I think he's from Afghanistan, but don't quote me on that. But again, Tesla, masked up, bright sunny day, 80, 90 degrees, air conditioner on. He has a mask on. Just rather interesting. That was maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday. Let me show you another Uber driver. Here's another Uber driver from, I think, the day before yesterday. Let me see if I can show you him. This is another Uber driver from the day before yesterday. Let me see if I can show you him. Make sure you're able to see this. Okay, yeah, there's another Uber driver. I even put up a video of this guy because this is a Korean guy, and he had very strong words to say about the Chinese. He was fond of the Japanese, but not so fond of the Japanese. You can find that video on my site as well. I'll show you that video. And then there was one other Uber driver that also had a mask on. He was very interesting. And then he had a brand new car. He was very, very new to the country. He said he was from Afghanistan, but he didn't know where he lived. I asked him, I said, well, where do you live? He said, I don't know. I have an address in my phone that explains that I can get home. He had been driving Uber and Lyft 24 hours that day. So again, 3 different men, all wearing masks. And the last guy that picked me up yesterday, which is interesting from the mind, he couldn't speak any English. He just showed me the phone with my name on it when he picked me up. So there's 3 or 4 Uber drivers in the last 2 days, all with masks, all foreigners. The English not so great. It just all seems so sketchy. So I just want to know what you guys are saying. I want to know what you guys are seeing and hearing out there if you catch Uber. The next topic I want to focus on, well, let me show you this Uber driver quickly. I'd suggest you take a look at his, at the video that I posted of him, and you can find that here. Let me share. Make sure you still share that video with you. I'm going to share that video. I think it's worth a listen because diversity. Here's the video here. Korean Uber driver says Chinese people stink, dirty, and in his mind, it's a cultural thing. So it's very interesting how all of this diversity is going to play out. In another part of the video, while I was talking to this guy, he told me that their history with the Japanese Koreans, that there's some animosity there. So I think we're bringing people into this country that are bringing tribal conflicts and things like that. Maybe not as dangerous with the Korean versus the Japanese, but if you bring groups of Africans, groups of Southern, Central American, they're going to bring their gripes with them. Listening to this Uber driver, speak honestly, it was very interesting. So I think we're going to see more of that. Good morning, Bob. It's going to be a quick one here, Bob. I got to get out the house really quickly, but there are a couple of things that was on my mind I wanted to just point out. These masked Uber drivers, something's up there. I think there's probably some trafficking going on because there's no way the last 3 or 4 Uber drivers in the last 2 days were wearing masks because of COVID. I think they were just hiding their face. So that's going to be something interesting. I'm about to catch another Uber shortly, and I'll report back if he has a mask on. And then I have some interesting take on this whole Drake Kendrick Lamar thing. It's not really about rap or anything. My take isn't, but I think my take will be very interesting. So I'm going to do that show. Hopefully, if time permits, I'm going to do that. I think that's today. I think I'm going to do that today. Yeah, today, 4 o'clock. I predict Drake will handle it. Well, I predict he's already won. Whatever rap beef, it's not even about rap, but whatever they are griping about, he has already won. The reason why they want to fight him is because he's winning. And I think we're going to see some things in the rap world that's going to shadow the regular world. That Drake is going to win, and there will be lessons in that for people who are rooting for Kendrick Lamar as to why not to get caught up in these type of things. And HB and I will be back on the road going trucking again. We missed it last night. Well, I missed it last night, but we'll be back on the road again. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I did a stream on the back end of YouTube analytics. And so I think it's appropriate that I follow up with this show right here. Why do black male content creators focus on women? So I'm going to do that when it looks maybe Monday or something. And I think that it'll tie in very well with the show that I did regarding the YouTube analytics. So you put two and two together. This is part one, the YouTube analytics. And then I guess you could say part two will be an explanation of how the YouTube analytics are driving people into like feedback loops or whatever. So those are some interesting topics we have coming up. But you guys should also check in to us at night. HB and John Galt going trucking. We're trying to fundraise for a camera for HB so he can have one eye on the road and one eye on the lot lizards, all streaming. So we need us a new camera. So if you want to join in late at night and donate to HB's Cash App to get us some equipment so we can better see these lot lizards in live time. We may even put one on OnlyFans here. Upgrade her life. She won't even have to be a lot lizard anymore. We're out here scouting the best lot lizards in hopes of upgrading their lives. But anyway, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Is kind of a preview of a couple of the topics that we've talked about, some of the things I've seen in the streets, and some of the things that I'll be tying in with what I talked about with the YouTube analytics. And I think it will become all so apparent that when you go to the Black Manosphere or whatever you have there, you're going to see a lot of the same topics. It's typically a lot of women, sex, and entertainment. So you see, we hear all these type of. It's always kind of the same, the same format. So we're going to talk about why that probably is. And to do so, we'll take another back end look into the YouTube analytics there. All right, so that pretty much sums up all I'll be talking about today. It's about 10 minutes in. Make sure you join for the streams a little bit later on today about Drake. And in the morning, we'll be back on my HB and John Galt. Thanks again for joining. Again, take a look at some of the other content on the stream. Thank you.